For many, a huge net worth is connected to massive spending and a lavish, flashy lifestyle. But there are many billionaires who prove that this may not be an absolute truth. Some of the world's richest people choose to live humble lives, and some of them even decide to spread their fortune by giving huge portions of it away. So stay with us and find out about 10 extremely rich people who live as poor. Number 10. Mark Zuckerberg. A CEO and co-founder of the popular social networking website Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is also one of the youngest billionaires worldwide. Mark Zuckerberg co-founded his very own website, Facebook, in Harvard University in his college dorm room. This guy, even though he has billions of dollars in his bank account, lives quite the opposite lifestyle. His 5,617 square foot Palo Alto modest home is a great example of that. The property that cost him $7 million, quote, possesses a glassed-in sunroom, a saltwater pool, 5 bedrooms, and 5 bathrooms. His house is something quite no frills for a multi-billionaire. Mark only wears jeans and his usual sweater. He never wears expensive costumes or suits. He avoids buying very expensive vehicles. He was noticed in cars such as an Acura TSX, a Honda Fit, and a Golf GTI, which cost less than $30,000. Number 9. Tim Cook. Timothy Donald Cook represents a businessman from America who has been the chief executive officer of Apple Incorporated ever since 2011. This man is known to be extraordinarily simple, the same as the products he sells. He doesn't prefer talking about himself at all. He always finds ways to transfer the focus on the products that he sells, and of course, on his work. This man is a huge workaholic. He wakes up every morning at 3:45 and usually answers around 800 emails per day. He's a very private person. He prefers eating simple foods such as scrambled egg whites, sugar-free cereal, and almond milk for breakfast. People say that Tim is a perfect boss. He listens to everybody with great focus, respects everyone, and loves to collaborate. Number 8. Alice Walton. Alice Louise Walton represents a famous American heiress to the fortune of Walmart. She gained more than 11 billion USD in Walmart shares. As of August 2021, she has gained a net worth of a whopping $64.6 billion, which made her the 17th wealthiest person worldwide. Even if this woman's lifestyle seems very luxurious, she has donated a huge part of her fortune over the years to various crafts and a lot of other causes. This woman donated more than $225 million worth of Walmart shares to the popular Walton Family Foundation, and on top of that, she donated $120 million to the University of Arkansas. Alice also possesses her very own charitable foundation that covers the arts, education, and health sectors. Number 7. Azim Premji. Azim Premji represents an Indian investor, tycoon, and philanthropist. He lives a middle-class lifestyle. With his net worth of an estimated $11.2 billion, he possesses a battered used Toyota, which says a lot about him. He is the chairman of the well-known Wipro Limited and is very careful when it comes to his spending. Believe it or not, Azim checks the number of toilet paper rolls that have been used up by his employees in his company. But on the other hand, he is very generous, giving millions of dollars to various charities, and on top of that, he has constructed a university and foundation to produce more profit-making jobs for Indians. Number 6. Amancio Ortega. Amancio Ortega Gaona represents a famous billionaire businessman from Spain. Amancio is the founder and also a former chairman of the popular Inditex fashion group, famous for its chain of Zara clothing and accessory shops that have stores all over the world. As of April 2021, Amancio has a net worth of a whopping $71 billion, being the second wealthiest person within Europe and also the 13th wealthiest worldwide. Amancio keeps his life humble and very private, despite his enormous fortune and fame. During his lifetime, he did only 3 interviews. He never left his house in Coruna, where he took his morning coffee at the same coffee shop every day. Number 5. Carlos Slim. Mexican entrepreneur Carlos Slim is able to spend $1,000 in a minute for the next century and still keep his fortune untouched. His net worth was estimated at that time at $62.8 billion, making him one of the top 10 richest men on the planet Earth. All that wealth, and he shows nothing of it. He's not someone who owns an expensive, luxurious boat, much less a yacht. He flies with commercials because of the fact that he doesn't want to own his own private plane. Believe it or not, he drives to work every single day and lives in a quite modest home he's lived in for more than 3 decades. He doesn't want to be the center of attention. His motto is that it's better to save and hold tight to the simple values of family. Number 4. Ingvar Kamprad. Ingvar Kamprad is a founder of a famous Swedish furniture giant IKEA that made him one of the wealthiest people in the world. Even though he was considered one of the richest men on the planet Earth, he kept his economic lifestyle. He traveled by commercial aircraft, and on top of that, he also used to drive his 10-year-old Volvo, and he didn't want to change it for any other lavish vehicle that could have given him bigger comfort. Believe it or not, this man is crazy when we talk about buying cheap things and being economical. Seemingly, he used to buy clothes from a flea market, and when he was asked about it, he stated that it was in his nature to be thrifty. Number 3. Jim Walton. Jim Walton lives in the small town of Bentonville, Arkansas, despite his fortune estimated around $67.6 billion that gives him the freedom to purchase a luxurious home in any of the biggest cities he wants at any corner of the world. He runs the family's personal wealth management business. His family gained its wealth by investing. He is one of the most successful businessmen and a very humble person at the same time. Number 2. Chuck Feeney. Charles Francis Feeney is an Irish-American man of affairs and also a huge philanthropist who created his enormous fortune by being a co-founder of the popular Hong Kong-based duty-free shoppers group and being the founder of one of the biggest private charitable foundations worldwide, Atlantic Philanthropies. This man donated his wealth in secret for a fairly large number of years. Feeney has donated more than $8 billion. On top of that, he is famous for his enormous frugality. According to a New York Times 2017 article, quote, until he was 75, he traveled only in coach and carried reading materials in a plastic bag. He doesn't even have his own vehicle or a house. On top of that, he wears a $10 Casio F91W watch. As of 2016, Charles lived in an apartment that he rented located in San Francisco. Number 1. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett represents the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and is also known as the Oracle of Omaha. This man is one of the most famous, humble people in the world. Warren eats at the local Dairy Queen, which is actually one of his investments. He possesses a modest house that he bought for $31,500 half a century ago. He avoids classy electronic gear and prefers to play ukulele, with that entertaining a lot of his fans, who gather every single year close to his home located in Nebraska only to hear his very own financial predictions. He has a net worth of around $100.8 billion. His motto is to invest money in things that you use daily. On top of that, he avoids using any sort of lavish luxury cards that the extra rich own. Instead of that, he uses regular, low-level American Express green cards for purchasing. On a related note, we wanted to know which part was your favorite one from our video. You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.